Welcome back, and we're moving straight to the next part of roof piling creation. And this one we are going to discuss, or I'm going to show you straight away on how we can fix or place uh, our anti-sag rod. The best tool to you to apply this is if you have this macro PEB anti-sag roof and wall rod here, you can use this tool. But if you don't have this, there's another option. You just key in rod, and this one comes by default when you install Tegra structure, so you can use this. But this one's not it's not attractive. No, it works and it does look nice to me. So the best is you can get this macro installed in your Tegra structures. This come as a package with Tegra structures. As a package, if you install this macro of PEB. So I'm going to double click on this tool on my applications and component, and I'll get this PB anti-sag roof and wall uh, um, dialog box. So from here we have tab 1, 2, 3, and 4, and from here we'll be able to adjust and configure exactly what we want for our anti-sag rod. Now on the anti-sag rod, let's begin the picture here. You can see we have 4 uh, uh, um, sag rods here, and we don't need all that 4. And you can see the symbol here with the 3. So what I'm going to do, I just need 2. So from 2 and the sag rod profile, you can change this. You can use other profile, but just leave it as it is. So I need some threaded at both ends. So this thread can be 70. Threaded part can be 70. And if I come to parameters here, under parameters, there's some options here. I need one on top, one in the bottom, and the distance from the top and the bottom can be 50 as it is. And the extension of my rod, I can give it, I can just leave it at 100, but 8 will be much better. So that will be okay. So let me just switch to accessories and assembly. And I don't need 2 bolts here. So what I'm going to do here, sag rod assembly, I don't need that bolt. And on this one I don't need, this one I don't need. If you just pick it right there. So I need a washer here. So on this side I don't need that one, and I don't need this one here. So if I come to the side, same applies on this side. I don't know, this is not important. So this is exactly what we want. So prefix is this. You can change the ID or the identifiers of your sag rod. So once you've done so, what I'm going to do here, I'm just going to click modify and switch back and try and click apply and give it an OK. Then we start to place our anti-sag rod. How do you do? We can start picking one by one until we reach the apex height, until we reach here. So once I've reached here, I'm going to select the last one and press my middle button on the mouse. So this dialog box will pop up, and just go ahead and click no. So if you click no, we'll have this in place. Click and rotate. So you can see we have a lot of work to do, some adjustment to do, because you can see that extension is not appropriate. It's not necessary, because this we configured that the extension will be threaded. So imagine this length is threaded. What a waste of money. Oh, what a waste of money. Let me just double click on it once again. Reason why I'm getting a red symbol here is because I haven't made this as a macro. So let me just double click on it. So if I double click on it, I'm going to come back under parameters, and what I'm going to do again, I'm going to adjust this to 80. Instead of 80, we entered 180, and I'm going to click adjust. That's still long. I'm going to give it 50, and I'm going to click apply and give it an OK. So that's okay, and we can work with that. So if I come to navigate here and rotate, what a wonderful thing we've done. So slightly, we can see our washers are bigger, and we can readjust the diameter of that. Double click there. And if you double click right there, we can go back to accessories here. We can go back to accessories and see what we can adjust. Come to parameters here, and the washers, or the washers part, the washers is 50 is too big. 50, we can change this to probably maybe 30. 30, can change that to 30. Nuts should be approximately 16 M16, and that M16. So that's okay for us to go on. And these are just identifiers, the material. You can change the material if you want. You can come to steel and we change which material you want. So I'm going straight to click modify, apply, and give it an okay. And let's see what's going to happen. We've lost everything. And let me just to bring it back. There's an error we've done, and that is what is trying to mess our everything in place. So let me just double click on that and come to parts and try to change this. Try to change this. PED. Let me try to come here. Let's first of all try to change this to 50 or to 40 or 16 there, or try 16 here and see why the error coming, and click OK and give an OK. So let's come to navigate and try to rotate this. It's too small. It's too small. But that's it. I can just undo that and we have our washers back. And that's how you adjust the size of your washer. And if you turn that round, that's it. So I want to mirror this. So how do we mirror this? And since we knew that the center of our point, it was somewhere there. Let me just come back here and under midpoint. I want just to mouse closer to this point, and I've snapped my mouse. My mouse has detected an intersection point, and you need that. And let me just close this. And now we want to mirror this. I'll come to special copy and come to mirror, and I want to mirror this to the other side and click copy. So we have this in place. So that's exactly what you want. And now I'm going to pick on these two and right click and come to special copy here and pick on linear connect. Linear. So how many do you want along the x axis? We need 10 of them at a distance of 6. So along the x-axis, I'm just going to click copy. So just give some time and we see if this will be populated, and exactly has been done. So you can see this in place. So if I come to view, and you can see how this in place. There's a double placement here, and this one we can rectify. We can just leave it as it is. There's no worry. So if I come here, rotate, and you can see we have the purlins, the sag rods in place, and what an interesting way to do things. I hope you've seen the routes I'm following, and please, I beg you to follow the same route. And if you can find a shortcut of doing this, please do it. That will make me happy. Any question, please raise your hand. Even if I'm not seeing you, I'll be able to assist you. And my pleasure will be you can do this by yourself after watching everything I'm doing. Thank you, and let's meet on the next lesson. Bye bye.